and y'all decided not on my night. Huh? That's your power. But as long as you let a white, racist, insane system reduce you down to no power, then that's what happens. Your children are criminals, and you go through all that crap in a white, racist, nigger-hating system. It never dawned on you that they doing something in the air. But y'all think y'all so hip. Y'all think y'all really got it going. Wonder why black folks don't get into more business. When you do, they put you in jail. Take you out with handcuffs, and y'all don't feel nothing because they got you reduced down. I'm going to show you some stuff on what really happened with the Pope. He's already been indicted. That's why they got him hiding. But y'all don't understand that most powerful human being in the world, and he ain't nothing but a thug in a hoodlum. And not one paper in America will tell you who he is. But when Obama was running, all the ones, his preacher in Chicago was one of the evil people going, and most of y'all bought into it. And here's the Pope. I got the information that I'll show it to you in a minute. He's been indicted by the World Court, criminal court. For trafficking, drugs, and children. You hear me? You think I know it, and NBC and CBS and them don't know it? And then the whole slavery thing done messed your head up so bad. You won't know why you not doing this and why you not doing this. And problem with the black woman, ain't no black man at home. That should be an insult to you and us. Hitler had a mother and father at home. Wolfman had a mother and father at home. Jack the Ripper had a mother and father at home. Queen Elizabeth, that old thug-ass family she got, she lived in the palace, with her husband and them old drug-addict children. And then we woke up one day, and what was the girl's name they carried to the hospital for morning sickness? Kate. I heard you, man. I'm just surprised. I got some grandchildren. I can't remember them niggas' name. And you y'all remember that, right? You women that have had babies, you ever went to the hospital for morning sickness? She went there because of a drug overdose. Drug overdose. And that nurse that they killed and said she committed suicide, she must have said something to somebody about it. And there's another group coming behind y'all. They want to ask what's wrong with the children. Us. Us. And the fact that you send your children all over the world with this thug-ass military to kill people they don't even know, but a white racist cop shoot your mom in the back 40 times, and you ain't gonna do nothing? And y'all don't understand? Y'all don't understand there's never been anybody on the planet that's double. There's never been a single human being. That universal God, I'm talking about the church. That universal God have never made two people the same out of the billions of people on this planet. You need to get up and look in the mirror and say, wow, there's not another me. God, you don't need Jesse Jackson, somebody to tell you you are somebody, and when you need somebody to tell you you ain't nobody. Huh? I mean, think about that. Who you are. Huh? The universal God ain't made no queens and kings. Huh? Did Jesus know how to read and write? Did he know mathematics and arithmetic? No. You see anywhere where Jesus Christ said thanks? You see anywhere in the Bible where God told you to say thanks? Don't nobody say thanks but fools and chumps and people that's depressed. Think about that. What did God say? The universal God, humble yourself. Huh? Is that right? Think about that. The damn mob will thank you and kiss you and blow your whole house up 5 minutes later. You ever been to the bank and cash one of your checks? Your check. Did you have money in the bank? Because if you didn't have money in the bank, they wouldn't cash it, right? So why you tell them thanks? See how deep there? And I'm still trying, I'm 80 years old, I'm still trying to find out what is good hair. You niggas are crazy. Your hair didn't come from the Chase Manhattan or the First National Bank. Your hair came from the same force that made mountains. Huh? Dinosaurs. Huh? You didn't have no money tonight, you're not gonna die, right? If you didn't eat, you're not gonna die, right? If somebody held your nose and mouth for 20 minutes, you would die. The most important thing on this planet is oxygen, not your mama's recipe for sweet potato pie. I mean, think about that. Oxygen. You can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't taste it, and it's free. And we sitting around here worrying about some old ignorant white boy that God don't give them no more oxygen than you. I got a beef with God. God should give them a little bit less than me. This is a game. Niggas now worrying about the sequester. You don't even know what that is. Scared to death. Oh, it's gonna happen. Going off the cliff. And you just break it down to simple stuff. The government ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. So we could teach them to treat the folks they owe like we do Neiman Marcus. I ain't got it, baby. Don't come by this house, and when I get it, I'll bring it to you. When I got married, problem with my wife. She couldn't handle debt. You know? When we gonna pay Sears and Roebuck? I ain't got no money. When I get some money, Sears and Roebuck ain't my first priority. Matter of fact, Sears and Roebuck is one of the major retailers in the world. And do you think a little lonely nigga like you could trick them? They know you wasn't gonna pay for that shit when you got it. They know you're not gonna pay for it. They gave it to you, and you on word. That's like my wife. She said, when we gonna pay some? I'm never gonna pay it. Oh, that upset her. Why? Sears and Roebuck knew I wasn't gonna pay for that stuff when I got it. Now she wanna know. How'd they know? On the back of the application, they said, who's gonna pay for this? I said, your mama. Somewhere. And 2 weeks later, I walk around, my old lady look like she had a nervous breakdown. Sears and Roebuck, look here, here it is here. Final notice, final notice. Let me see it there, final notice. Oh, wow, thank God we won't be hearing from them no more. But you know them white folks stole you. You didn't come over here on your own free will. Huh? If you take me to your house tonight and tie me up, damn it, you feed me. Huh? If it get cold, you keep me warm. Huh? We act like this thug, like we jumped on the boat and slipped over here. We were stolen. Huh? If a white person was caught teaching you how to read and write, they'd kill that white person. And now y'all got children and grandchildren that they don't have to work at Harvard, Yale, or Morehouse that they can't read from front to back. That's what you should be praising. They stuff didn't work. Huh? It didn't work. You hear me? It didn't work. Huh? You couldn't get married. Huh? So we just jumped over the broom. Remember that? Yeah. I've been married 54 years. I wish I'd have jumped over the broom because I could jump back on the broom. I tell people I've been married 54 years and the audience start clapping. I didn't say I was happy. So when we sit and stop and start just thinking about some things, thinking about some things, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, and that's my man. You know, little dumb. What do Last Supper mean? You ain't gonna get no more, right? And he didn't know that? You know what I mean? People go to jail, we get the electric chair. Don't they give you a Last Supper? Huh? You know what I mean? And see, you young folks, you don't have to change this thing. Because when I was a little boy, we went to the movies. And every major actor, it was all white then. All of them, the stars, did electric chair, see, remember? They did something to do electric chair. And the last thing you see them when they walk to the electric chair is a priest. So how can you feel like something's wrong with the electric chair when you see this thug priest leading, praying with him? Now, if there's anybody don't plan on leading the prayers, that nigga fixing to go electric chair. You know what I mean? That's how they get your head. That's how they get your head. And we got to turn that whole thing around. Hard, but you got to do it. Y'all got to get them old evil looks off your face, because I see you when you're downtown. You don't be frowning down there. Just as happy. Somewhere. I would have wild dreams, but my dreams come out in my favor. You know what I mean? Y'all wake up scared. That's what a dream is about. Wolfman jump out, wipe him out. That's your dream. Huh? Somewhere. I'm dreaming the wife will go, give me the electric chair. I'll go along with it because I know ain't nothing gonna happen to me. So I defied him. Hey, what do you want to eat? I said, I'm fasting. That hurt that thug to realize that he can't kill you, you gonna kill yourself. I'm not gonna eat. And he said, well, I'm sorry, guy. It's part of our ritual that we give you the Last Supper. I don't want no Last Supper. We have to do something. I said, well, give me a bottle of wine. Well, normally, but we have to do, okay, bottle of wine. What year? 2099, and I'll wait for it. All you have to do is just think, but think your way. Not that way. My brother was a millionaire until Enron got busted. Oh, he wanted to be white so bad, he didn't know what to do. He made big money, left and went out to California, Beverly Hills. Lived with them super white folks. Got him a Japanese gardener. He was living good. Mexican made. You remember 4 or 5 years ago when the Mexicans went on strike out there? Remember that? For the immigration. He had 4 children, and that was the first time the Mexican maid wasn't in the house. She stayed home. He had to stay home. Wife had to stay home. And that's the first time they knew their children couldn't speak English. It's a game. Somewhere. So we're just glad y'all here tonight, and y'all need to do more of this, and you need to do some of it at home. Just bring some friends by, not to eat or drink. Just sit and think, talk. Don't even say nothing. But we got some old crazies, we believe that we smarter than the next person. Both of you on welfare and don't know how smart you are. They made you think it's something wrong with free money. I don't want no welfare on your way to play the lottery. Somewhere when you know who you are, and how powerful you are. And then you stop doing dumb things. I was talking to some friends of mine over in the Vatican. They getting ready to pick a new pope. And everybody wondered, is it going to be a black one? See, they put that out there, then everybody starts saying it. Have you ever seen a black cardinal? You understand what I'm saying? They just put it out there. And if I knew who he was, I'd tell him, don't take it, man. They don't get paid nothing. You hear me? They don't get no salary. They got to go to college, finish college. Y'all know that, right? A nun finished college, right? Y'all know that, right? Have you ever seen a pretty nun? That must be one of the qualifications. You got to be ugly. Somewhere. Don't you know, you feel kind of strange, especially you women, that a woman nun go get the same education that a man nun, but she can't hear confessions. She can't be a pope. That's the church. And you wonder what's wrong with the children. How many of y'all here read the Bible? Y'all raise your hand real slow. Y'all know the story of David? How many? This is in the Bible, not Hustler magazine. King David looking out the window, y'all know the story, and saw that man's naked wife and sent for her in the Bible. Had an affair with her. Y'all know it, right? In the Bible. You didn't read that in Playboy magazine. And then she got pregnant. Y'all know the story, right? And her husband was down at the front line fighting for the king. And David said, well, send for him to come back home so he'll think it's his baby. And he came back. And the king was just happy after he left. He asked him, what looked like? Oh, he said, he didn't have an affair, but he didn't want to have no pleasure while his men was in the front line. So he killed him. And that don't bother you. That don't bother you? What is it? The Amazing Grace. How many of y'all can sing that? Amazing Grace. You raise and then put one finger up in between. For black people to sing Amazing Grace or even listen to it, you have to be a heathen and a thug mind. You know that white boy that wrote Amazing Grace was the #1 slave dealer in the history of the planet. How many of y'all knew that? Huh? He killed them. All kinds of things. And then he was on this pleasure boat, you know, so right? Pleasure boat, and this huge storm came up, remember? And he rejected God, but his father was a preacher, so he knew the rituals. So he fell on his knees and said, oh God, I repent, please forgive me. This storm's gonna kill us all, and if you just let me live past this, I'll go all over the world and tell people who I was and how I changed. You know the story? You know the song? Yeah. And that song, he wrote that for God about him, on how he treated black folks. You heard it. You know the lyrics, right? I'm ready. Say them to me. Amazing. I'm not giving you no damn test.
Amazing Grace.
Wait, hold it. You hear that? Okay. Go ahead.
Some of the lyrics I know.
That's all you know. Did you go to special school when you was a little boy? I mean, you know, did the bus come by your house before busing? And you wonder why your mom and dad didn't come out and help you get on the bus? They didn't want anybody to see them with you. And you raise your hand. Sister know it right here. I know she know it. I'm gonna help him out.
Amazing Grace.
So here we go. Wait, hold. Say it again so people can hear you good. Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace.
Mm-hmm.
How sweet the sound.
Yeah.
That saved a wretch like me.
Now, how do your mama feel sitting in church calling herself a wretch and she don't even know what a damn wretch is? No, listen to me. How can anybody respect you hearing you sing a song like that? Huh? He's talking to God about him. So let's change it. Let's just change it to a woman instead of a man, okay? And she's the #1 whore on the planet. You hear me? Got me? She not only stab her tricks, she kills them. Huh? Now change the words. Same words, make it her. I know my man ready to do that now. No, just do that, sing it.
It would be amazing Grace.
Yeah, the same thing.
How sweet the sound.
How sweet the sound.
Saved a wretch.
A hoe. Yet if it was, your mama would sit in church with you for saving a hoe like me. That song was not for you.
Right.
Huh? It's for low-down, nasty, stinking, ungodly, evil, vicious. And y'all need to go look that up. Huh? And then wonder why you singing it. Huh? Now, that's what we got to unwind. Hmm? Talk about niggas all day long and then sit and sing that song. Hmm? You hear me? Now you can probably go learn it all the way through. People used to laugh at the preachers where I came from. You know, poor people had a weight problem. A lot of preachers in black community had one. Sweating, they go to church, they be sweating. lot of them had never been to school. Some of them couldn't read and write. You cannot be a priest in the Catholic Church without finishing college. Never seen a fat priest. Never seen a priest sweat. And yet they've been ripping off little boys for 1,000 years, and we laugh at the niggas sitting in church with some weight and sweating, but he ain't ripped off no little child. You ever been to Catholic? Oh, I'm not you. You ever been to Catholic church? Never.
Never what?
Have you ever been to a Catholic church? Yeah. Are you old enough to remember when they didn't speak nothing but Latin in church? Just Latin. Huh?
Yes.
Me and my man went skeezy. Now that's a hell of a name for a mother's name, is skeezy. So we decided we was gonna go to a Catholic church because we had rumors, you know, when they come out with the smoking chip, that they feed. We thought they was feeding. So we went over there to get us something to eat. Catholic church was segregated. We had to sit on one side, and the white folks sit on the other. I didn't care. I'm gonna get me something. When he came out with that, I said, "Smoke must be barbecue this morning." And you go to confess, right? The mob go every morning to confess. Excuse me, Father, I killed 27 people last night. I want you to forgive me quick because I've got 20 more to get from them. So I'm sitting there and I hear him speaking that. I said, man, let's get out of here. Why? He might be saying, nigga. And somewhere, there's a new rhythm now that's changing. Thank God for the people in the movement that changed. They wasn't talking about killing nobody. My mom and them talked about, "Thou shalt not kill," but it was okay for me to go to war. I got that from my house, not the Ku Klux Klan. Okay to go to war. And so that whole thing had to be changed. So I'm looking close now who they're going to pick for Pope, because the one they should get for the Pope, the most brilliant one of all, is that Spanish guy from Spain, Cardinal Socola. But they told him he couldn't make it because it just wouldn't sound right being Pope Socola. You missed that too, right? Someone. I just thank God I've lived to see some changes. Changes. Somewhere. We shouldn't yell at children. You don't yell at them white folk downtown. You know? And you know, white folks are so crazy. But a lot of y'all lie to them. A lot of y'all don't like them. But you won't tell them the truth. I like them, but I tell them the truth. I call them honky, cracker, redneck, and 98% of my audience when I'm on the road is white folks. You hear me? They hear rhythm. A rhythm. They know y'all don't like them, most of you. They can look at your face and tell. They know you don't smile like that all the time. Somewhere, Second Amendment, I hear black people say, "You ain't gonna take my rights away." What? Second Amendment, nigga? The right to have a gun? You ain't gonna shoot nobody but another brother or sister. And you going to jail. See that white boy in South Africa, the blade? Huh? My wife called me and said, "You hear what happened?" I said, "Yeah." "When happened?" She said, "About sometime last night." "Why you wait so long to tell me?" He said, "I was searching all your closets to see if you had some blade." Y'all followed that, right? They didn't tell you she was fully dressed, did they? Any of y'all know that? Let me see your hands. No. Nobody? Fully dressed. Does that sound like she was in bed? Huh? They didn't tell you that they have all them guns in their house and all them bars around their door because they're scared of black folks. They didn't tell you that. Huh? The way they treated them. All kind of experiments they did in the labs. And Bishop Tutu and all the high-ups, y'all know they had a little conference where they forgive them if they tell the truth, what they did. Do y'all know about that? Yeah. And that's when I had a problem with Nelson Mandela. He could forgive all them nigger-hating crackers, but couldn't forgive Winnie.
That's right.
He said, "What y'all need to do every time you walk down the street and see a sister say, 'I forgive you.'" She probably called the police on your ass for saying it anyway. Think what we have survived. Huh? And then they want to tell us about family values. We are family values. We never stole nobody. We never took them away from their family. Never took them away from their church. Took them away from their language. And now they're going to embarrass you. "Why you niggas talk so bad?" "Because I learned my English from bad English-speaking white folks, boss. When I came over here, I wasn't speaking nothing but pure Swahili. Till that white boy said, "Go y'all and get that belt cotton and bring it over, y'all." And y'all ever been to England? You know, them black folks over there speak the Queen's English, because that's all they heard. So somewhere, leave fear alone. I got to say, my brother called. "They're about to repossess my car. What must I do?" "Don't park in front of the house." See how simple it is? And you know when them bill collectors call you? They in India. Them jobs have been outsourced. They're not even here. They come on by the house and get it. I'll be sitting on the porch. It's that simple. Fear and God don't occupy the same space. And stop telling your children to go to the phone and tell them you're not there. Once you tell a child to lie for you, they'll lie to you. They call me, I just answer the phone. "Yeah, this is Dick Gregory." They don't know what to do when you say you're there. They've been trained in college. You're going to say it's not you. And when you say it's you, they got to go to the manual. What do you say when they say it's them? That little white boy came back and said, "This is not you." I said, "Boy, how old are you?" 22. "I've been owing this company this money for 38 years. What make you think you gonna collect it in your lifetime?" If you play your cards right, you can retire on this debt. Oh yeah, we was poor when I was a kid. Anytime you saw a rat in my house, it was taking a shortcut. And one day when we black men find out the two most powerful things in this country is the black woman and the black church. You hear me? Somewhere. You saw when them lights went out at the Super Bowl? My son, my oldest son, called me and said, Dad, called me Friday before Super Bowl. Hey, Dad, who do you think I should bet for? I said, well, pray to God and pray to the mob. One of them gonna win. And then I called him back and said, oh, I forgot about them sisters and Katrina in that Superdome that died. That was a game. Any of y'all in this room know that Blackwater had moved into New Orleans 18 months before the hurricane? Did y'all know that Trump's son started buying houses in the 9th Ward 6 months before? And then when they told you they was raping, y'all are human black folk. You know, when you hungry, you ain't got no sex on your mind. Or with them some different type niggas, huh? That's what they say. Huh? You know, that's the first Super Bowl they had there since Katrina. So I was kind of hoping them sisters would get them. That's the power y'all have. You know this, but you take it as a negative. A black woman in America is the only woman in the world can take a butter knife and cut your ties down to the rim. And we as black men know ain't no college y'all go to learn how to cut a nigga's ties. And them damn ties got a 20-year guarantee. Ain't nothing happens to make her mad. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? With a butter knife. They ain't got no place they go on Tuesday to learn how to do it. There's something inside them when you touch that. That's our strength. That's our strength. The most powerful. That's why we survived slavery. That's why we survived slavery. They wouldn't let you get educated. Huh? The whole thing. And then they try to embarrass us. Some of y'all go for it. Well, we know that the African built the pyramid. We know that Africans created geometry, astronomy. We know that they got buildings all over Europe now that was built by black folks. How did they lose it? Now you're going to try to explain something to a fool and just be honest. Gunpowder, brother. Yeah, gunpowder. Huh? That's how Hitler and them lost theirs. That's how Mussolini and them lost theirs. That's how Japan lost theirs. Gunpowder. And white folks, oh, they bring me all over the world. Oh, he's so smart. Then they try to trick you. They want to know your real shit. Mr. Gregory, when you just meditating and thinking, what do you be thinking about? And see, now it's normal for black folks to want to tell them. Want to tell them. I said, well, I be trying to find out what happened to albinos after high school. Oh, y'all seen the albino, right? Then they just disappear. Where do they go? I go to jails all over the world to talk. I ain't never seen the albino. I'm on airplanes every other day, never seen the albino. I've been in the military, no albinos in the military. Where do they go? Albino ain't never raped nobody. You ain't never heard say, well, albino raped me, they'd be easy to get. So then she said, well, what else is on your mind? I said, I'm 80 years old and I've never seen a baby pigeon. She said, that's because you lived in the urban city. I lived in the urban city all my life. I seen a baby elephant, a baby frog, a baby gorilla. I've never seen a baby pigeon. And when you do see them, they sit on electric wire, right? Where did they sit before there was electric wires? And so when you start reaching down and purifying the bitterness, and stop using God as a pit bull, God will take care of what you have so far. My mama told me, said, and I look at them old black men in the alley gambling and shooting craps and praying to God. I didn't see nothing wrong with it myself, but it was my mother, and she'd hurt me. So I just said, I don't know why they're praying neither, Mom. You come up the same way? Did you? So when that Powerball got up to 400 million, you talk about a nigga praying to God. I care nothing about my mama. I said, God, I know Mom told me I'm not supposed to pray for gambling. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to win that $400 million, and I want to win it all by myself. That was no 12 years. I think I could do that without prayer. And I said, God, you know what my heart is like, so I don't have to explain that to you. You know if I wanted it, I'd be poor. Now, I just want to straighten up one thing, God. I don't think I'd leave my wife. But I ain't had no $400 million before. I don't think I would. You see different when you got big bucks. I get that $400 million and come in the house and say, Lil, what's wrong with your neck? So you know I've had this hump in my back ever since we've been married. I didn't see it till I got that money. Then stop lying to white folks. There's no difference between white folks and black. No, that's a lie. You know what I mean? Cialis. You ever see them advertise that? Cialis. Just that alone let you know black folks and white folks ain't the same. And if you have a 4-hour erection, go to the emergency room. You know they ain't talking to us. A 4-hour erection, where I live, is a treat. You go to the pharmacist and tip them. They never cut my stuff off. And be happy. Do you know before Hugh Hefner brought me into the Playboy Club in 1960, a black comic was never permitted to work a white nightclub? You could sing and you could dance. But you couldn't stand flat-footed and talk, because then they'd find out who you are. And then you look at the long line of comics, took over television, over the nightclubs. Think about it. That's what they were scared of. They know the real ones. And if I took over this country tonight, I'd make all you black folks apologize to white folks, because y'all mad at the wrong white folks. White folks, y'all mad that couldn't help you if they liked you. See, when you understand white ain't a color, it's an attitude. And if you ain't got trillions of dollars in the bank, you can't have the attitude. Queen Elizabeth made $360 million every 24 hours, just interest on her money. Now, them bees white folks. And I like them type of white folks. They evil, they mean, they bitter, but they don't lie. They said, we're going to war, to protect our interests, as in interest. And then when you think of who we are, and white folks is scared of us because they know if we was doing to them what they doing to us, they'd kill us. That's why they were scared in the March on Washington. Kennedy, who was our friend, he had 7 divisions of troops stationed around Washington, D.C. Because they think about us with their mind. I hire white dudes and say, you can't think for me. You're born with 300 years of white privilege. He said, not me. I said, light-complected niggas is born with a privilege. And so once we just sit down and stop letting people talk about our problem, but that don't know a damn thing about it. They don't know nothing but suffering and pain. Just because you had cancer don't give you the right or the wisdom to cut my head open. And that's what you just have to just... My oldest son, Gregory, called me. Hey, Dad, you have to come to Dallas and help me. I'm hooked to crack. I said, I can't help you. I ain't never smoked a reefer. You hear me? And don't call your mama, she never drank a beer. He says to me, you go all over the world helping people. I said, son, if the doctor told you you had a brain tumor, you wouldn't tell me to come to Dallas and cut your head open. All that crap we have, we're going to try to solve problems on emotions and don't know a damn thing about it. And what we can do is listen to that universal force. If you and your wife had a PhD, both of them, your children at 5 years old, they'd have a vocabulary of 5,000 words. If you and your wife had a college degree, at 5, your children would have a vocabulary of 2,500 words. If you and your wife had never finished high school, they'd have a vocabulary of 500 words. Now, how you change that? You get some rappers and rap the same type of words on that music that him and his wife with PhDs would be saying, and you change it. We're so busy going to... And all of you that got children, when you have children, let them go to college. If they can't even read or write, let them go to flunk out. No, you're laughing. Those of you who have never been to college, you have some inferiority about people that have. They doing the same amount of screwing. They doing the same amount of drugs. They ripping and running all night long, but you don't know that. And then once you find out, then you walk through life different. So somewhere, and they want to talk about business, especially these black folks. We need to get, our athletes and entertainers should pool their money, you heard that, right? And open up. Them niggas is not business people, they athletes and entertainers. Do you know the life expectancy of a professional athlete is 54 years of age? Winos live longer than that. You hear me? What's his name? Steve Jobs? Yeah. That old white boy. When he died, he had $300 billion in his personal checking account. Why you frowning? He couldn't make 58. I got a trifling cousin in St. Louis. They can't read, can't write, never been to school. He 101. Drink cheap wine. See, Steve Jobs should have followed that nigga around. Cheap wine. Sweet wine. Most poor people that's oppressed drink cheap stuff because you get drunk quick. And when you take what we went through, you look for instant gratification. You hear me? black men's the only man on the planet. And when they're having sex, who's this? Yo, it's daddy. Whose woman are you? Yo, it's daddy. You old men better leave these young girls alone. But if you ask them, who's this? I'll keep doing it, nigga. You don't know me. Somewhere, sit with your children, and y'all need to stop all that old talk you hear on black radio. And what the parents got to do is help the children with their homework. You got parents out here can't read or write. Huh? How could my mama help me with my trigonometry when she couldn't even spell it? Huh? Y'all, anything you hear somebody say you wanna, don't work that way. Come together and pool your money. Don't tell me you ain't got no money. Hmm? And then go to your church. Huh? And open up a study hall with teachers. And they will find out how you spell this or how you spell that. Huh? Y'all been to school. You know when they have spelling and you don't know how to spell and you sitting there sweating and you scared. Huh? And somewhere you next, and the word is hospital, and you don't know how to spell it, and you're looking over that little girl you kind of be flirting with. And so you get up and call the teacher a dirty black nigger bitch. Why? I'd rather for the world to know I called her that than know I can't spell hospital. Is that saying? Huh? Ain't that saying? And so we have to start understanding that. Now we can open up some black businesses tonight. We have to get 2 white folks. Then that's minority. Now you qualify for minority loan. We open us up a black airline. Yeah, black airline. And what we gonna name it? We're not gonna hide the name so they don't know it's a black airline. We're gonna call it Tamika Air. And our motto gonna be secret, just simple. We leave late and we get you there on time. And we're gonna be a good Christian airline. We ain't gonna sell no alcohol on our plane. We sing the sit-ups, we sell the sit-ups, and you bring your own whiskey. And we can guarantee white folks, you'll never lose a bag on our plane because we're not gonna let you bring none on. And what I don't understand about white folks, how they take all that stuff off the airlines. Huh? They lose your damn bag, they act like you didn't have one. They old white folks, they have more heart attacks at the airport. Heart attack. Why? They make you walk. You've been there. You know how long they make you walk to get to that damn plane? Huh? Jet engines, most powerful. They send rockets all the way up to outer space. And they got them same type of engines at the airport. And they make them white folks walk, and they scared to say anything. And I'm telling you black folks now, if you have any complaints about the airline, take it to white folks. White folks, 99.9% of people at the airport is white folks. And you can't buy nothing at Fifth Avenue that you can't buy at the airline. Why? Because white folks can't go home empty-handed. Well, you're going to take some gifts home. And white folks, you should follow us. Look how we deal with the bus station. We don't need to take nothing home to get in the house. At the bus station, they got a public toilet, public phone, and a ticket counter. We don't have to take no sweaters and all kinds of stuff. And the bus will never make you walk. They bring that bus right up to your toe. See, white folks ought to study that. You lose your bag at the airport, they lose. You be there 4 hours looking at that empty thing go around. The bus station, they'll tell you, before it pulls in the bus station, all the bags got ripped off in Memphis. So a white guy sitting next to me because it was a big storm and he had a meeting. He said, first time I've been on a Greyhound dive. When the bags are gone, what do you do? What the hell you mean what you do? It ain't no bags. At the airport say lost and found. Greyhound say lost because they don't pretend they're going to find it. So he gets it, what do you do? Just go on in there and just get you a bag and get the hell on out. You ever been on a plane and you sitting in that emergency exit in here? Do you know how stupid they are? In case there's a problem, we expect you to help. I don't not work for helping them. Help somebody off. You got to be out there. I'm not even planning on getting my briefcase or my grandson. That's why I like Greyhound. They had a wreck. I think it was in Cleveland, American Airlines. They act like they didn't have no plane with that number on it. Huh? Greyhound had a bus in Arizona, went 7 miles off the highway down an embankment, and they didn't lie. It's from the TV camera and said, yep, that's the bus all right. And y'all had a loved one on this bus here, 2784. Don't come out, they dead. Nobody could have survived that. So then the news lady said, well, what do you think happened? Well, looking at the mark, it's probably on crack. That's what it looked like he's high. And then when you finally get out there the next day, they said, Miss, really sorry what happened to your husband, but there's nothing we can do, and we're not sending nobody down there because it's too dangerous, and nobody's alive in that bus. Now, if your husband or wife was on an airplane, 12 years you get a settlement. Go to court, 12 years. And when you win, the lawyer get 40%. Greyhound don't do that. They're saying right next to you, pull out his checkbook and say, Miss, I'm really sorry, but $12 million. Now they really messed you up. Because 3 days later, you had a funeral trying to look sad. You be talking to the bus people and say, you know, I think my uncle was on there too. Thank you, Dr. King, and all the women and folks in the civil rights movement, not athletes. Do you know there's more people sitting in this room tonight than done more for the humanities than 99% of all your athletes and entertainers? But you'll line up to see them. Line up. They live horrible lives, huh? But you go see them, huh? And the people who turn this around for you. I knew King. I knew Malcolm. Huh? What beautiful human beings they was. Dorothy Hike. Dr. Ife Williams, sitting right over there. There's the National Congress of Black Women. Huh? One of the powerful organizations. She got Sojourner Truth, got her statue in Congress. The other day, Rosa Parks, y'all saw that, right? Yeah. And the same day, Rosa Parks got a full statue. Huh? The same day they was honoring her across the street, right across the street at the Supreme Court. They was hearing a case to take Title V of the Voting Rights Bill away. They had no problem with your sons and daughters, right while they was doing it, fighting and killing people in a foreign country so they can vote, but getting ready to take theirs away. And that didn't bother me. All you have to do is get on the phone and call one another and say, we will not celebrate Christmas this year. That's all. That's simple. We will not celebrate Christmas. From Thanksgiving to Christmas, we ain't buying nothing. So if I don't buy them old turkey, they're going to get fat, you're going to keep feeding them, and you ain't going to make no money. Huh? You think more of your damn turkeys than you do my right to vote. Keep them. You eat them. And you know what? 79% of all retail for the whole year happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Huh? And when you do that, you're not talking about some old redneck, ignorant thug. You're talking to the head of General Motors, AT&T. Huh? That's the power you have. Huh? You don't have to beg nobody for nothing. They always talk about, don't nobody spend money like niggas. You right. And when I cut it off, nobody gonna hurt like white folks. That's the power you have. You don't have to depend on NBC or CBS. Look at the Honorable Brother Farrakhan. Huh? Called for a 1 million man march before he gave you the date. 1 million of us gonna be here. They got 1.9 million brothers. Come back. Huh? No fights. Only 2 people got arrested that day. Old crazy white boy that called the police station at 14th and U said nigga had a bum, and they kept him on the phone long enough to go there and arrest him while he's still on the phone. And the other one was a Chinese dude selling hot dogs without a permit. I was there, I took my sons. So I want to show you something. 90% or more wasn't Muslims. It was just black men who had been called by another black man to come. And we showed up. We showed up. The newspapers didn't know anything was happening till 3 days before. You never read anything from the major white papers or NBC or CBS, so they can't claim they got the crowd. And then the papers, they start talking about the crowd. White guy from NBC walked to me, Mr. Gregory, how many people you think it was? I says, googles of niggas. Now he knew, he heard nigger before, but he ain't never heard google. And that white man, Jesus Christ, guys, what is google? I said, you ever been out on the prairie where you can see as far as you can see where the sky touched the ground? Oh yes. I said, Google means some niggas on the other side of that. So 1 minute can change your whole life. 1 second, whole life. If we leave out of here tonight and the first thing on the news tomorrow is Harvard, Yale, MIT have just discovered that nappy hair cure cancer. Niggas be walking down the street with locks on your cap. Somewhere. Just a change right here, I think. Or just be honest. General Motors didn't make nappy hair. Chase Manhattan Bank didn't make nappy hair. University of Chicago didn't make nappy hair. The same universal God that put this entire universe together made nappy hair, nigga. And if you don't like it, why don't you cuss God? That's who gave it to you. Instead of trying to change something that the universal God made. What kind of fool is you? Huh? It's pure and it's beautiful as you are. Huh? White women should be walking around trying to, how can I make my hair nappy? They look so pretty. And if I don't look pretty to you, it's because you go back to slavery and see how many times my mama's mama was raped. Huh? And that's what you looking at. It's that simple. Somewhere you tamper with this because somebody told you didn't look pretty today. And I still ain't figured out white folks and them damn dogs. Okay, good. You come in and whisper in my ear and say, I don't think I have all your money. And then wrote it in case I didn't hear. And then say, would you do another hour? I thank you, brother. This is, y'all know it, right? We should have more of this.